My name's Sam Sutton, I'm from New Zealand and I'm an extreme whitewater kayaker. Okere Falls is located in the central North Island, about 2.5 hours south of Auckland. It's a pretty awesome place to live. Okere Falls has really shaped my whole life, and when I grew up here, it just opened up a world of adventure really. Like, I always knew I wanted to travel, and then having the river here, it kind of gave me a sport, and then I realised, man, this is something I could travel the world doing. That's what I've been doing for the last 8 years or so. Waka Kayaks is a company I started in 2012 with my partner Kenny, who's also from Okere Falls. And we kind of just saw a gap in the market where the shape that we had was desired, especially in Europe, and we just couldn't produce it in New Zealand and get the quantity over there. So we packed everything up, threw it on the plane, flew it over to Europe and started manufacturing kayaks over there. The hardest thing to make a kayak is you need it to be durable for your average kayakers, but light enough that it's easy to carry and easy enough to manoeuvre. So that's a real hard battle for us. How we make a kayak, it's pretty cool. We have a big aluminium mould that's negative shape milled out, and then you just pour a bag of powder in there, which is your plastic resin, and you throw it in the oven like you're baking a cake, and it rock and rolls around in there until it gets to a melting point and it becomes a liquid. And then once it's flowing nicely, you pull it out into a cooling rack and just keep it in the mould and cool it down until she's set on the outside, and then crack her open and you got your kayak. Shaping is actually something that's very difficult, and you need to use a block of polystyrene, and you get a bunch of sandpaper and you just shape away till you've got a shape that you think is going to work and the details that you think are going to work. A lot of the design features have come around from the Sickline race, and we're trying to always develop a boat that's fast and easy to kayak. And you've seen a huge change in the shape and length and everything in the last 4 years in kayaking. So this one's 275 centimetres long, which is the cutoff, and it's 5mm thick on average. In some places you have slightly thicker because you're always wearing over rocks. It weighs around 20 kgs. We've taken 3 kgs off with different technologies. We try to make them as light as possible but without breaking too easily. A lot of the lines and stuff are kind of features to help release water so that the kayak's going to skim out of stuff, and it's going to be easy to manoeuvre and stuff like that, and it's going to carve nicely. So everything kind of needs to tie in together. And we had about 5 days of using this kayak before the World Championships this year, which was the deadline, and we had to really jump the gun in production. But we got it out there and it ended up winning every single round of the World Championships and was first and second this year. So we're pretty happy with how the boat kind of came out. At the moment, in terms of advancement in technologies, is we're just kind of working on the material that they're made from, and that's new plastics coming out, and we're just trying to find the best way that we can make a light, durable kayak. So that's kind of where I think the next stage is going to go. Not so much with the shaping. I think the shape's kind of going to slow down a little bit in the next couple of years because you're limited by the size and dimensions and everything like that. But I think just basically it's going to come down to the materials being used. It's something that I really enjoy, sitting in my kayak, and when I look down, it's mine, and I'm just like, woo, yeah! Kind of just makes my day when I sit in that boat.